crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't believe anything.
Marsau Scott has been arrested and LaTisha's finally had enough. Marsau Scott has just been arrested, and this time his wife LaTisha isn't rushing to defend him like she usually does. For years, she stood by him, brushing off rumors and making excuses. But now, it seems she's done pretending everything's okay. Reports say Marsau's arrest is connected to some shady business deals and suspicious financial behavior. This isn't a minor mistake or some bad investment. Authorities are suggesting there may be real fraud involved, including the misuse of business money. If that turns out to be true, Marsau could face serious legal trouble, and his reputation could be permanently damaged. But what's really shocking isn't just the arrest, it's the ripple effect. People are...
I hope that this doesn't make Tisha annoyed with me because I know she wanted some alone time.
Starting to put the puzzle pieces together, and many are saying this has been a long time coming. If you've been following Marsau for a while, you know he's always been surrounded by gossip. Whether it's suspicious behavior, dodging tough questions, or rumors of secret deals, he's been living on the edge for years. Somehow, he always managed to avoid consequences until now. LaTisha has stood beside him through every scandal, every uncomfortable interview, and every time his name came up in the blogs. She's been the one defending him, keeping their family image together, and trying to convince everyone that things were under control. But this time, she's silent, and that silence says a lot. Sources close to LaTisha are saying she's finally had enough. She's tired. It's not just the embarrassment.
The part of the harassing communications was you sending the picture.
No,
Right.
no, it wasn't.
Okay, that's the question I got asked. The question is, how do you feel about that? That makes me lose respect for Martell.
If it was true.
If it was true, yeah. I didn't
So
say
now
it was
that
true.
he's saying it
I
wasn't
assumed
a-
it was true.
You assumed it
now
was?
that he's saying that it's not true, how do you feel about it?
I don't know if I can believe Martell.
Media chaos, it's personal now. They say she's emotionally done with the relationship and might even be physically distancing herself from Marsau. She's not speaking up for him anymore, and behind the scenes, she's reportedly making plans to move on. Can anyone really blame her? This arrest isn't just one bad moment. It's the latest in a long chain of stressful situations. Years of emotional strain, public criticism, and endless rumors have taken a toll. LaTisha is done carrying that burden alone. People close to the couple say LaTisha has actually been thinking about leaving for a while. She's been having quiet talks with close friends about separating, and some even believe she already had a plan in place, just waiting for the right time to make a clean break. Marsau getting arrested might have...
And here he go, talking about business. Like, can we not appreciate this moment right here?
I'm sorry. It's a business trip.
That breaking point, the final straw. LaTisha has always been the one to try and protect their public image. She covered for him. She looked the other way. She smiled when people whispered behind her back. But now, after years of loyalty and being kept in the dark, she's finally choosing herself. Lately, she's been different, more distant, more focused, and noticeably quiet. She's not stepping in to defend Marsau anymore, not even once. Sometimes, saying nothing says the most. While Marsau is dealing with the legal consequences of his actions, LaTisha is reportedly thinking about her future. Friends say she's considering a fresh start, one without him. She's thinking about how to rebuild her image, maybe refocus her career, or just find peace after all the chaos. And if you thought this story was just about business deals, think again, because once the arrest happened, all kinds of old secrets started to resurface. For years, fans of Love and Marriage, Huntsville have suspected Marsau of cheating. There were cryptic Instagram posts, awkward on-camera moments, and even other cast members hinting at trouble behind the scenes. But nothing was ever proven. Still, women came forward claiming they had been involved with Marsau while he was married. There were late-night texts, mysterious hotel rumors, and suggestive photos floating around online. One woman even said she was emotionally manipulated by him, promised love, only to be ignored once gossip started spreading. Through it all, LaTisha stayed by his side. She ignored the warning signs. She convinced herself and everyone else that their marriage was strong. Maybe she believed him. Maybe she just wanted to believe him. Either way, her loyalty was obvious. But now, that loyalty seems to be gone. She didn't show up for him when he got arrested. She hasn't posted anything. She hasn't said a word in his defense. And in this world of social media and public image, that silence means everything. LaTisha appears to be turning the page in her life. She's not looking back. While Marsau faces the fallout from his actions, she's focusing on healing, growing, and reclaiming her peace. And honestly, she deserves that. LaTisha Scott is done playing the quiet role. She's taking her power back. After years of being humiliated in public and hurting in private, LaTisha Scott has had enough. This time, she's not pretending everything's fine. She's not turning a blind eye or protecting someone else's image. Instead, she's making smart moves behind the scenes that show she's been preparing for this moment all along. Here's the twist: while everyone was caught up in the drama surrounding her husband, Marsau Scott, LaTisha was quietly building her own path. She's been distancing herself emotionally, financially, and professionally. According to sources close to her, she's been taking serious steps to protect her future long before the news about Marsau's troubles went public. LaTisha has started showing up to events by herself. Red carpet appearances, charity galas, business meetings, she's there solo. At first, people thought maybe Marsau was just busy or couldn't make it. But over time, fans started noticing a pattern. Now many believe this was intentional. LaTisha was slowly reintroducing herself to the public, not as one half of a couple, but as her own person. It wasn't just about appearances. It was a quiet, steady rollout of her independent image. And when it comes to business, she's been just as careful. Reports say LaTisha has been negotiating her own brand deals separate from anything she did with Marsau. This move suggests she's ready to stand on her own 2 feet financially and professionally. Some even believe she's working with a legal team to make sure her name isn't caught up in any of Marsau's legal issues. She's not speaking out directly about the arrest or the swirling rumors, but her posts have changed. Now she's sharing messages about peace, self-respect, and focusing on what truly matters. She's making it clear she's no longer going to be silent just to protect someone else's image. She's not sacrificing herself for anyone anymore. Those close to her say LaTisha is now focused on 3 things: her children, her business, and her peace of mind. She's done playing the role of the fixer. She's not cleaning up someone else's mess. This isn't a momentary reaction, it's a long-term shift in mindset. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse for Marsau, the spotlight moved from his personal drama to his business affairs. After his recent arrest, multiple reports suggest the legal trouble might go deeper than what was first reported. Allegations of fraud and financial mismanagement have started to surface, and some of those issues are said to be connected to his companies. For years, Marsau sold himself as a successful entrepreneur. He was seen as a leader in the real estate and construction world in Huntsville. But now, insiders claim financial records are being reviewed, and some deals are under investigation. There are even whispers that money might have been misused or moved without proper paperwork. If these allegations turn out to be true, the consequences could be serious. We're not just talking about legal trouble. This could ruin his business relationships, cost him clients, and even lead to lawsuits. And no brand or investor wants to be linked to scandal. This is likely why LaTisha's recent moves are raising eyebrows. While she's been involved in several business ventures with Marsau in the past, she's now making sure there's a clear line between her and his current problems. Sources say she's already begun taking her name off business documents and stepping away from any joint ventures that could put her at risk. It's a smart move. She's thinking about her future, her financial stability, and her reputation. She's not just reacting, she's preparing. With all this going on, people are asking, what's next for LaTisha? Right now, she's at a major turning point. One road leads to divorce. The other could involve staying in the marriage, but with big changes. From what we're hearing, both options are on the table. Some insiders claim she's already met with divorce lawyers more than once. They say she's quietly learning her options, gathering details, and preparing for what a permanent separation might look like. This isn't just an emotional move. It's calculated. She wants to make sure that if she walks away, she does it with her finances secure and her role in their businesses clearly defined. Still, others believe LaTisha may choose to use this moment as leverage. She's been the loyal partner for years. She's stood by Marsau through all the rumors and challenges. She's been the calm one during public chaos, helping build businesses and keep the family brand intact. Now that things are falling apart, some believe she could negotiate for full control of certain projects or gain more decision-making power if she chooses to stay. Fans are split. Some feel she should have left a long time ago. They point to all the emotional strain she's been through and say enough is enough. One fan commented, LaTisha gave him too many chances. Let him deal with the mess he created. But others still believe in love and think the marriage might be saved if it's on her terms this time. What's different now is LaTisha's approach. She's not being dramatic. She's not making a scene or dragging anyone through the mud. She's quiet, focused, and clearly thinking through every step. That kind of quiet strength speaks louder than any public statement. So, whether she decides to leave or stay, one thing is obvious. LaTisha is not the same woman she once was. She's not going to suffer in silence anymore. She's not going to be the one who always cleans up someone else's mess. For years, she held things together, smiled through the rumors, and kept the peace. But now LaTisha is showing the world a different side, a stronger, more confident version of herself. Marsau's past is finally catching up with him, and this time, LaTisha is stepping back and letting it happen. She's focused on herself, her kids, and building something that's truly hers. This might not just be the end of a marriage, it could be the beginning of a powerful new chapter for LaTisha Scott. So what do you think? Is LaTisha finally ready to walk away for good? Or will she surprise everyone and stay with the upper hand this time?